So over the years, we've been spoilt some excellent, fantastic boxing trilogies. Marco Antonio Barrera, Henry Morales, Arturo Gatti, Mickey Ward, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. And on July 12th, to add to that list, is Dom Hunt and James Moorcroft. And now, the profiles may not be up to their level. This passion and the willingness to win is both evenly matched. So, for the third time, July 12th, here at the Wakefield Trinity Rugby Stadium, the boys will be sharing the ring for the third time. 20 rounds already, both know each other very, very well. First of all, start with yourself, Dom. Out of the two fights, do you think you should have a decision?
Yeah, definitely. In both.
Both of them? Confident in that?
Yeah.
And James?
Obviously, I think I had the win in both of them. Obviously, Dom's going to think that as well. I ain't going to tell the judges how to do the job, but they give a draw, which has set up a fantastic fight here at DIY Kitchen Stadium. But yeah, I do think I won both fights. I think I did enough in the fights to win well. You know, the last fight, I was up going into the last round. Dom had to win the last round to make a draw. So, you know, facts speak for themselves in my eyes.
Looking back at the fight,
Yeah.
James, do you think you would have changed anything, done anything different, especially that last one?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd have changed anything or in the first fight?
I feel I could change things in both fights. I think I'm gonna have to change things going into the third fight, and that'll be the third change I'm going to do. There were things surrounding the second fight, not in any excuse I'm going to make, but which hopefully this time are going to be better. Hopefully I can get things better myself, and I've implemented probably 4 or 5 different new things into this camp now, and I know come 12th of July it's going to I'm going to prevail, and I'm going to get that win, and I'm going to get that WBA title. It's coming on with me to Wigan.
Dom, listening to that, will you be making any adjustments? And what do you think you can do different without giving too much away? Obviously, you've got game plans and things you're going to be working on. You know them very well, 20 rounds.
Yeah.
Is anything else that you could implement on, or maybe do more of what you didn't do in the first 2 fights?
Yeah, it's funny because the first fight I thought I was up on the cards and I kind of just tried to stay out of trouble the last round. The second fight I thought I was up and then I'm not leaving anything to the judges. Yeah, I'm going to really cement the finish and finish strong. And, you know, I didn't, obviously, I don't know, everyone watching the fight, people I don't even know, not even involved in my camp, thought I won the fight. So me going back, of course, there's always changes. I feel like, you know, James knows, you know, what I do after 20 rounds now, so you have to change, don't you? You have to keep developing, you have to keep learning and keep bringing new things to the table. So I think both of us will be coming with new game plans, new direction, and, you know, new things to implement, definitely.
Is James as good, or is he better or not as good as you expected?
Yeah, I always expected him to be good. I respected him before we fought. I knew he's good. He's been in with some really good lads. He's not afraid to go away and fight someone in the backyard, as well as proven in the past. I'm the same, you know, we've taken opportunities. So yeah, the respect was there before, and I knew it'd be a really hard fight. You know, I knew he's physically strong and he punches hard, and he does a lot very good. And I think, yeah, I knew we were going to be good, and I got what I expected.
Did Dom surprise you at all?
I think so.
2 fights?
I think it all come down to we both needed to move up from welterweight. He probably watched my last couple of fights at welterweight and thought, I've got the making of him. I thought the same when Dom was fighting at welterweight. We both moved up to super welterweight, and the guy's a strong man. He's got an engine on him. He's got a heart, and so have I. And I think that's what makes this fight so good. We both want it so much, you know. We're not just gonna get on the jab. We're not just gonna get on the jab and just win it convincingly on the jab. We're both going to stand there and we're going to take it. We've got great families behind us, which is always great when you've got good families behind us. But, you know, he did surprise me, going back to the question, and after 2 fights, I think we're both going to surprise each other yet again, because we're both going to get it right this time, and that's going to create such an amazing fight.
Speaking of fans,
Yeah.
both of the fights, the first 2 fights, have been near to your backyard
Yes.
rather than Dom's. Dom, fighting in front of the home crowd for the first time. This is your hometown. Is it a little bit more pressure there?
I don't know. I don't think there is any pressure, to be fair, because I thought there were that many people we brought across last time. Like, we took nearly, I think, 80 odd people across last time to Bolton. So it doesn't matter. Once the bell goes, it's just James and myself in the ring. So I think whether we're home or away, I don't think it's going to affect either of us. I think we're just going to get in there, and it's going to be more holding the belt up in front of my home fans. But in terms of the actual fight, you know, it's just us two in it. So we can't think into it too much, I don't think.
And what about yourself, James? Walking out, I mean, you were out there winding the way for your fans up today, but do you feel like you're walking into the Lions Den? Is that no effects?
Like Dom mentioned, to be fair play to Dom's fans. They had a little something to say after the last fight, but that's all what it is. But he brought a lot of fans over. You know, a lot of them bought ringside, and you know, fair play. He's got a good following behind him. It's going to be great. I don't know how many they're going to have here. It's going to be a full thing, but. Again, Dom said, we're both not scared of coming to each other's back, guys. I'm not bothered. It's just a ring out there for me. Yeah. To me, fighting away from home, it does something for me. And it's like, you know, you got that bit between your teeth. I know Dom would have felt like that when he come to the Reebok to me, but you know, you've got to forget it. Just like yourself, Josh, you've got to forget it when you get in that ring. Yeah. It's one ring. You know, you can be sparring in Wigan, you can be sparring in Wakefield. It doesn't matter. It's one ring. We've got everything on our shoulders. You know, this is not just the WBA title. It's not just the win. It's the bragging rights that comes with it, and the bragging rights is what it's all about. You know, I want to sit there in 10, 15 years' time around the table going, yeah, I won that WBA title, and that's what's going to happen, mate. That is what's going to happen.
So that's what your main focus is on
massively,
at the moment.
Massively, yeah.
What really surprises me is sometimes the trilogies that I mentioned in the opening, they happen over different years. Yeah. It takes years and years to make them fights happen. Sometimes the immediate rematch comes after, but the third fight might not come for years after. You boys will have fought 3 times within 8 months.
Yeah.
You know, so in this, from the last fight, in this short space of time, do you think you can implement a different game plan or bring something different that Dom maybe hasn't seen in that moment in time?
I don't feel that. I think I can bring a lot more, but I think I can bring just a better me. You know, I feel like the last 2 fights have not brought the best of me out. You know, and everyone says that in camps. That's not just. I just think I can bring a lot better me on the night. But going back to when you say about the trilogies, I think what happens to the trilogies, you get one fighter winning, one fighter winning. And you've got to have another fight to even it out. We've both drew. So you're going home, you sat there at night and you're thinking, I want to fight that man again. I need to make it right, you know. So just like Dom will be doing this, I want to get back in the ring with him as soon as possible. Like we've got yourself, you've got you and Steve who've created this fight again. You've put it on at this amazing stadium. So, you know, it's here on the table, so let's have it. You know what I mean? Let's have it.
Dom, is there some stuff in there, some little secret bits what James hasn't seen? Obviously, when you always go into the ring, you give absolutely everything, you empty the tank, but is there something else that you've been working on, without giving too much away, of course, that you could bring on July 12th?
Yeah, of course. I think I'm one of those, I'm a bit different because I'm getting better as I'm getting older because, you know, obviously we're not having such a strong amateur background. I feel like I'm constantly improving. I haven't kind of hit my peak, I don't think, yet. So I'm always learning, always getting better, and I think the better I get in the gym, the more I'm going to be able to bring to fight night. You know, I'm really lucky. I've got a great coach in Pete, and he's, you know, we'll always be drilling stuff, always, and working on things. And I know that I'm going to constantly keep getting a better version of James as well, because when we're both, you know, both in the gym, we're both hungry for this, and we're not, you know. This is an absolutely huge opportunity for both of us, and it's an opportunity that we probably wouldn't get without each other at this stage. So we need each other for this one. Yep. So I feel like it's just going to be a great fight, and just to win a massive belt is that's what it's about, and the doors it opens. So yeah, it's the hunger in the gym because you know what's there once you get that win.
That's what I was just going to ask there. I mean, James has already alluded to it. He's fully focused on that. And I'm sure you are as well. You're not looking past it. I've been guilty of the past, looking beyond fights. But what do you think you can still achieve in your career? Obviously, you're 33 now, is it, Dom? 32, yeah. You say you are successful in July 12th. What do you think you can still achieve?
I don't think you can put a ceiling on it. I just think I never thought I'd get to area level. So once you get past that, and then you pick up them belts, and then you beat some really good lads along the way, you think, well, I don't have a ceiling yet. So let's just roll the dice. Let's just roll the dice. See how far I can get. I don't put any pressure on myself like I have to achieve this, because I came into it not expecting to achieve anything. So everything's a bonus.
Yeah.
But this opportunity could open massive doors and put you in, you know, just some amazing opportunities. So from this point of view, I'm just happy to keep rolling the dice and just keep seeing how far I can get, really. Yeah, no ceiling.
And James, would you happy with this, or would you be hungry for more? Like, is it filled with goals and targets?
No, echoing Dom on that, you know, I never had an amateur background myself. I had 12 unlicensed fights, which is unheard of in boxing. You know, it's one of them things. So I'm in the same boat as Dom, if not, you know, no amateur background myself. But yeah, you know, I believe I can go on to defend the belt and, you know, push on the world ranking. You know, crazy things have happened in boxing. Let's put it that way. You know, you can go on and win that belt and get a world ranking and get it called up for a lot better belt. But that puts my name in the boxing history. But just winning that puts my name in the boxing history. But yeah, all along now I'm a boxer. I've had 26 professional fights, but that puts my name in the history books, and that's what I can show people when I get older. There you go. There's James Moorcroft, WBA European champion, and I can push on from that, and that's what I want, and that's the history book for me. There, that's what I want. I can show the grandkids.
Yeah, no, you're right there. And there's mutual respect here. You know, you respect each other outside the ring, which is good to see. Obviously, being all around here for a few hours today, only a few weeks ago, with each other for a long time. The respect is there mutual as people. Is respect there mutual as fighters as well?
Yeah, definitely. I respect him as a fighter, 100%.
Yeah, the same with you, James.
I see myself in them. We're both grinding. You know what I mean? Boxing, as you know, what Josh, it's a tough sport as it is, mate. It's a tough sport. We're both grinding. You know, Dom's come through the area level. I've not really had the area level. I kind of took some big fights. You know, picked up a loss on the way too. But we're both grinding, and all roads have led to here. So I know he wants this just as much as me, and that's what gets me up in the morning, and that's what gets me running them PB times, gets me sparring so well. He makes me the better me I'm going to be on the night on the 12th, and I know I'm going to make him the better man, because 2 draws, we're even. It's them 1% that's going to make us win. Whether he gets the 1% or I get the 1%, it's more better than him.
So how do you win?
I win by just doing what I need to do. I'm going to show up on the 12th of July, proper show up, you know. We've had some great fights. Listen, they're going to be watched for years to come. I know they are, because this one's going to put us both on the map. Doesn't matter. It's going to put us on the map, and I'm going to lift that eye. I'm going to take that home to my daughter, and I'm going to give it her because I'm proud of it.
Dom, how do you get the arm raised?
Any means necessary. Just any means necessary. Whatever I've got to do, I'll do it. And you know, that's all it's about. Just finding a way to win. I've found ways to win in the past, and I'll do it again. So that's my job.
Well, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. The first 2 fights, barnstormers. I think the first one was technical.
Yeah.
The second was great and art and blood and guts, and it changed throughout the course of the fight. Third, be expecting a little bit of all 3. Shake of the hands, boys.
Well, he's got the Wakefield on his back now, you see. So I hope Dom turns up. I hope the second fight Dom turns up. I want him to stand and trade with me, because we're going to take the roof off this place. We really are. As long as he comes and he stands and trade, and we have it like real men in that ring, I'm looking forward to it.
So there we go, July 12th. Dom Hunt, James Moorcroft, the third fight, WBA European title. What can I say? A bit of history being created here, Wakefield Trinity Rugby Club. Going to be a fantastic card. All throughout the card, we've got Commonwealth Silver on chief support as well. Fighters from all over Yorkshire. You've got Leeds, you've got York, you've got Bradford, and a bit of history has been created. So don't miss this show. Limited number of hospitality tickets still available, and then a limited number of standard tickets still available. So vipboxing.com.uk, you can grab your tickets. Thank you. Well done, boys.
Thank you, Josh, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.